Okay, so tonight I'm going to do something a little different. Tonight I'm going to race what was probably the most hyped race in NASCAR history, the 1994 Brickyard 400. And I've tried to do my best to make this as realistic as possible. So I downloaded the 94 car set, got all the cars that were in this race, and we'll go through them real quick. Rick Mast, of course, he was the pole sitter in the 94 Brickyard 400. Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, he was the outside pole, and he would have done a lot better, but he nailed the wall off turn 4 on the first lap and kind of messed his car up. There's Sterling Marlin, Terry Labonte, Mark Martin. Jeff Bodine was awesome in this race, but then got taken out by his brother, which was one of the huge stories of this race back in the day. Jeff Burton, Rich Bickle, Derek Cope, Jeff Brabham, one of the open wheel guys who wanted to get into the first Brickyard 400. And this car was owned by Cranefus Haas, and eventually they created this team in '95 that had John Andretti in it in the Kmart Little Caesars car. Ricky Rudd, of course, Bill Elliott. Now, some of these cars aren't 100% compared to how they were in the real race. Like, this is Bill Elliott, and he was in this car, but the back just said Bud instead of King of Beers. Very minor difference, but it's basically the same. Same thing here. This car was sponsored by Bryant in the real race, and it was solid red. But I didn't have that car, so we're just gonna go with this paint scheme. Lake Speed, Ted Musgrave, Darrell Waltrip, Dale Jarrett, Morgan Shepherd, Bobby Labonte, Hut Strickland, Jeff Gordon, of course, Kenny Schrader, Brett Bodine. This one also, he had a different sponsor on the hood, National Lease, and it was just a one-time deal. I looked for a National Lease paint job for the Cup 90 mod, but I didn't see one, so we're just going to go with his classic number 26. If anyone ever asks who finished last in the first Brickyard 400, it was my man Jimmy Spencer, number 27. He finished last. Ernie Irvin, Michael Waltrip, Ward Burton, Harry Gant, Bobby Hamilton, Joe Nemechek, Kyle Petty, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Bobby Hillen Jr. There's AJ Foyt. He also one of the open wheel guys where I guess he was kind of everything. He raced everything, but primarily more open wheel who got into the first Brickyard 400. And his car too, I don't think he had anything written on the back bumper. There's Jeff Purvis. Jimmy Hensley was in a different car. I'm not even really sure what it looked like. I kind of looked at the broadcast a couple days ago, but I never spotted it in the crowd. So I'm just going to go with his regular paint job from that year. I'll come back to this one. This is the car I'm going to drive. This is Dave Marcus in the Terramite Chevy. So usually he was either in the blue STG car or in his Olive Garden car. But for this race and a couple others, he was in this Terramite car. There's Todd Bodine. All three Bodine brothers were in this race. Greg Sachs, Jeremy Mayfield, and Danny Sullivan, the other open wheel guy who got into the Brickyard 400. So this car is Mike Chase, and Mike Chase, apparently, I don't know exactly how the rules were, but for this race, there was a provisional that was reserved for the points leader of the Winston West Series. And so, like 80 something cars went to Indy to qualify for the first Brickyard 400. And Mike Chase got in on the provisional for being the points leader of the Winston West Series at the time, which I guess now is called the ARCA Menards West Series because NASCAR now owns ARCA. But back then it was called Winston West, and he was the points leader. So I'm going to be driving his car because I'm from the Phoenix area, so it makes sense, Winston West. And Mike Chase actually just passed away about a month ago. So I figured I would get in this car. He started 43rd and he finished 42nd, I think. So hopefully, if things go well, I'll get a better finish for him. But that's it. That's all 43 cars that started. I've been practicing this race. I think I'm going to be okay in it. I think the car is good enough to get a top 10. If things really work out in my favor, I think I could get a top 5. But, you know, if I can just bring the car back in one piece and not have any wrecks, then I'm happy. And if I do that, then I'll get a pretty good finish. So 100% length, 160 laps, 42 AI and me. I'm doing 97%. And the percentage wise, I've never really talked about this in any of my videos, but it really doesn't matter. You can change the difficulty in like 3 basic ways in this game. And this is mostly just how you fine tune it. I don't really change the track any files. They're all default. So like this is the default Indianapolis Motor Speedway track that came with the game. You could go in there and make the AI drive really slow if you wanted, and then put the opponent strength at like 110% or however high it goes. Yeah, 110. But I'm going to have it at 97 for this race. And then realistic. I looked up the weather. So in the broadcast, when the race started, they said it was 70 degrees and clear. It was completely sunny. There were no clouds. And then I looked for the wind speed when the race started, and I couldn't find it. So ChatGPT told me that in Indianapolis that day there was a breeze up to 7 miles per hour heading to the northeast. So I'm going to go with that. And I did use a ratings formula to make all the cars accurate to this race, with the exception of a few, like Jeff Bodine, for example, was knocked out of the race in real life. And so the ratings formula wanted to make him like the 42nd fastest driver. I didn't like that, so I gave him a big boost so that he can run up front like he really did in real life. All right. Let's see, qualify fast. I think I'm going to go right into qualifying here. And they do use this little like pit out road here in 1 and 2. But coming into the pits, they just come in off turn 4. Not really worried about where I start. I was thinking of just starting in 43rd like Mike Chase did in real life, but I don't like where his pit stall is if you start 43rd on this track. So I'm going to start a little higher than that so I can get a better pit stall for pit stops.
One more lap. flag.
All right, let's see how I did. 26th. That's pretty good. I'm glad I'm starting on the outside. It's a little safer on the outside, I think. Yeah, who's behind me? Rick Mast. And then Ward Burton behind him. Kyle Petty is to the inside and behind, and then I'm outside of Wally Dallenbach. So I'm betting on the start Kyle Petty's going to try and get past me, probably in like turn 2. Just got to be careful. Who's in front of me? Greg Sachs? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to practice some pit stops.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500.
First, I'm going to bring the stream up on this computer. Mute. Okay. All right, now I'll practice some pit stops.
Limit 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
And 4,500 is speeding. It's really like 4,250 is the fastest. Yeah, really, I mean 4,000.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Anything over 4,000, you're at risk of speeding. And it seems like I'm a little faster on these out roads, so I may be able to use that to my advantage if we have green flag pit stops. On new Colt tires, the car pushes a lot. It's not as bad on the start because they're a little warmer, but right after pitting, and then going around under caution, the tires just get colder and colder and colder. And then they kind of push a little bit in the corners. So the restarts can be a little hectic. But Jeff Gordon and whoever's at the front, like Jeff Gordon or Jeff Bodine or Brett Bodine, they're just going to take off at the start and they'll get a huge lead. At least they have in the races that I've done so far in practice.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
This came in a little too slow. Okay, I'm right past Kyle Petty. It caught me off guard because I'm not used to this car, so in one of my practice races, I just went straight down pit road and never stopped. So I wasn't paying attention.
Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
The car bottoms out a little bit in turn 3 when you hit the brake, but it doesn't seem to be enough to upset the car or anything.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
I might have sped that time. All right, I'm gonna try that again.
Go, go, go! Limit 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
I may, on pit stops, just look for Rick Mass sign because he's got that big black and white number 1, and he's pitting two stalls in front of me. I don't like that I got 3 black cars in a row pitting together. They kind of blend together a little bit. Probably should have stayed in 3rd. I don't know why I shifted to 4th.
Inside. Clear inside. Outside. Still there. Clear outside. Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
Might have sped again. Alright, there's the big black and white number 1. That seems to be easier to see than my own.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
Alright, I'm going to practice this one more time. I don't want to be getting any black flags in this race.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Getting on the paint in these turns can upset the car. Like down there, if you get right on that paint, it kind of makes the car loose.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
Alright, that's much better. Alright, I want to check, see if I was speeding on any of these. Okay, that's where it came out. It's me following Dale Jarrett. I think I come in this time. Yeah, that's where I smoke them a little bit. But right when I get to the line, I'm going 48, and I think the speed limit's 55. So I was going a little slow there, but I'd much rather be going slow than going too fast. Alright, here. Yeah, I'm going way too fast. Pretty sure I would have been caught speeding that time. Just barely. Alright, this time. Yeah, that was about the same. I mean, if you're lucky, you can do that and then slow down below the speed limit, and you get away with it, but it's a little too close. And then this was my last one. Yeah, see, that's much better. All right. I think I'm ready to go. So I'm starting behind Greg Sachs, beside Wally Dallenbach, in front of Rick Mast. All right. Am I ready?
Drivers, to your cars.
All right, I'm ready.
Drivers, start your engines.
I don't have it on full pace lap. My bad. We'll just pretend like we went all the way around.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Car inside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Clear.
All right, I was kind of stuck on the outside there. Scratched the wall a little bit on the outside of someone, but they don't give you a lot of room under braking, so I was trying to be up as close to the wall as possible. Ended up scratching it a little bit, but it's not enough to hurt the car or anything. Nothing compared to Dale Earnhardt hitting the wall in the real race on lap 1. He hit it pretty hard. Just let it sort out a little bit.
Car outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Still there. Clear outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear.
Yeah, they get a good run on the high side coming off too. Little hot in there. Whoa, whoa.
Car inside. Clear inside. Inside.
All right, I got a little damage, but I don't think that's a big deal. Man, Rick Mess went way slow into that corner.
Clear outside. Still there. Clear.
Yeah, the car is a little tighter because of that damage, but the crew will be able to fix it on the first pit stop. Hopefully under caution. It's not too bad.
Outside. Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Clear. is out. Let's go.
Oh, there's a
Race
wreck
back
up
to the
here.
line. We got trouble in turn 3. Car inside. Clear inside. Pit road is closed. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay behind the 23 car.
All right, I survived the start. Almost had a disaster, but I don't see any damage to the hood or the spoiler or anything, so I'm pretty sure any damage I got from hitting the wall in turn 3 here will just get repaired. And the car will be back to 100%. Looks like Ted Musgrave got in the accident in the caution that brought out the caution. All right, it's Rick Mast, and then Kyle Petty, and then my pit. And I'm in front of Mast and Kyle Petty, so I should have a clear run into my pit stall.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the front straight. The pace cars in turn 1. The pace cars in the south chute. The pace cars in turn 2.
All right, that's a little more damage than I thought.
Go, go, go! The pace cars on the back straight. Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
But I'm pretty sure it's all just scratches on the side of the car. Definitely no engine damage, so the car should be fine.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 26 car.
But now I'm way in the back. .43rd. Well, that's where Mike Chase started, so guess it's only appropriate. Get to hang out with AJ Foyt in a minute. Looks like just Musgrave got damaged.
We're going green next time by. Line up single file.
All right, Jeff Gordon's in the lead, and he's fast. So he'll start lapping probably around 30 laps into this run. So I do have to, like, get a move on and pass some of these guys. Yeah, I think I got into about 25th in that last run. I was behind Sterling Marlin. I was in there with Bobby Hillen and Rick Mast and Hud Strickland. So I was about 25th or better, maybe a little better. I'll get back up there again. Still a long way to go.
Get ready now. Going green. The pace car's in. Green, green, green!
This is my favorite place to restart, just in the back. Let the tires get up to temperature. Don't have to worry about anyone running you over or anything.
Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear.
my man Jimmy Spencer not running last.
Outside. Clear outside.
AJ Foyt in the Copenhagen car.
Car outside.
Whoa, Harry's really slow.
Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
I don't know why Harry slowed down so much. There's really no reason for him to slow down as much as he did.
Outside. Clear.
Jesus. Did I get damage from that? No. Okay. I'm a lot faster than these guys. I'm just trying to be cautious, and then they get stacked up and they all just slam on the brakes, and it's like accordion effect going into the turn. Looks like John Andretti has some damage up here too. that damage is hurting me more than I thought.
Clear. Car outside. Clear. outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
Sorry about that thing earlier, AJ. Alright, it's lap 49. Pit stops should be coming up soon. Sachs, driving in the dirt. more people pitting.
The leader's pitting now. The leader's pitting now.
And the car is just not really turning in turn one. I really should make some kind of adjustment. Very slight. Don't want to mess it up worse.
We're going to take out some wedge.
Oh, that tire looks bad. All right, I got to pit.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
All right, don't miss my pit. Oh, great. Got to get in front of Kyle Petty.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
Don't speed.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Ooh, Derek Cope just blew up. There's AJ again.
Here comes the leader. Here comes the leader. Still there. Clear.
Brett Bodine almost got into AJ.
Car outside. Clear. Flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Outside. Okay, we're under caution. We got trouble in turn 4. Stay behind the 50 car.
Right after Brett Bodine passes me. That's unlucky. That would have been huge if I could have stayed on the lead lap.
Stay behind the 50 car.
Man.
Let him by.
Well, hopefully they won't pit here. I'll get fresh tires. And if we go green for a while, I'll have fresher tires than everyone.
Pit road is closed.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm really curious to see what my right side looks like. It didn't seem in that first run, even after I hit the wall, it didn't seem like it hurt the car really at all. But then after they repaired it, the car isn't running as good, and I've been bogged down in the 30th, 35th. See, is it my turn to pit?
Pit road is now open. We can't pit this time by. We're not on the lead lap.
All right. Thanks, spotter. The flag was green. I guess it was green for the lead lap guys. Man, it's unfortunate. I got it. I mean, that first incident with Rick Mast where I almost ran over him going into the turn. I mean, I avoided him, but got a little damage, and then that caution coming out when it did, that's just unlucky. If it had come out like 2 laps earlier, I'd be in a much better shape. I mean, it's still 96 to go. Anything can happen, so we'll see. I don't know that I'm looking at top 10 anymore. But I'm guaranteed 42nd or better, so Mike Chase finished 42nd in real life, so I wanted to finish at least 42nd, so looks like I've accomplished that goal. If we can get some more wrecks, get some more guys damaged, a little more attrition, might be okay. But losing a lap on such a long track, I mean, that makes it a lot tougher. All right, I don't think anyone's gonna pit, so I am. Oh, okay, it looks like AJ's gonna pit. Might as well pit and get new tires.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the front straight. The pace cars in turn 1. Go, go, go! Yes, we nailed that stop. Great work, guys. Limits 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. The pace cars in the south chute. The pace cars in turn 2. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 99 car.
Oh man, Ted is gonna be first in line and he's damaged. Then AJ. Wait, the 99, that's Danny Sullivan. Is he a lap down? No. Okay, so a lot of guys a lap down didn't pit. This restart could be a little sketchy, but it's a one-off race. There's no points involved, so I'm going to go for it. Hopefully the car isn't too loose. Hopefully the tires don't get too cold. I have a theory too that the draft is significant enough.
We're going green next time by. Okay, we're on the lead lap. Stay on the outside line. Stay behind the 50 car on the outside line.
Wait, now he's saying I'm on the lead lap? What?
Stay behind the 50 car on the outside line.
Huh? Alright, that's weird. It should be going up to the inside. That's like a glitch in the game. Alright, well I guess I'm starting back here. But I think the draft is significant enough on the straightaways that if you're running up towards the front, you'll go more the same speed as the guys towards the front. If you're running in the back, you go the same speed as the guys in the back. That's what I've noticed in my practice races anyway. Apparently the game thinks I'm on the lead lap or a lap down, or it's not sure, so I don't know.
Get ready now. Going green. The paint
All
car's
right.
in.
Tires are cold. I made that adjustment so the car could be loose. Just be careful.
Green, green, green.
All right, I got a good buffer here. Yeah, car is tight on old tires. Just don't turn. Did I say old tires or cold tires?
Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
Kind of a mess right here. Wish they'd sort it out. Come on. Jeremy went way too slow in that turn. I don't know why. We both should have been past Hamilton there. Okay, Jeremy, John Andretti got that damage fixed. He had the scratches on his left side.
Clear outside.
I think I have the scratches on my right side from that first incident.
Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Clear.
On that paint. That paint is slippery. It's go, Wally.
outside. There are the cross flags. We're halfway home. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear.
Alright, the car is definitely faster this run. I'm not sure though if it's the chassis adjustment. I think it's helping, but also I think I have a little newer tires than all these guys. So these guys should pit a little earlier this time, and I'll be able to stay out a little longer. So 27 projected, they'll start pitting in about 20 laps. Maybe 15 to 20. And then I'll stay out as long as I can. And if I get a fortuitous caution, I can get back in the thick of it. We'll see. My tires to hold up. That left front looked really bad. It is about to blow.
outside. Clear. Still there. Clear outside.
It's pretty close.
Outside. Still there. Clear.
Actually, that tire in the last run might have looked as bad as it did because I flat spotted it when I got into AJ Foyt. So hopefully my tires won't look as bad this time. And I can stay out and pray for a caution. This is Jeff Brabham in the Kmart car. See, when they get all packed up like this, that's when that accordion effect happens. And they can really slam on the brakes. There's there's 4 guys pretty tightly packed right here.
Clear.
I did do that in a practice race a couple of times, and I got away with it, but it's dangerous.
Car outside. Still there.
Oh, what is that,
there.
Jeff Burton? What
Clear
the hell
outside.
was he doing? He going in the pits? All right, maybe it's time for green flag pit stops. Which makes me nervous running in this group. It seems a little early, but I don't
The leader's pitting now.
know. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna
Car outside.
just get out of this mess.
Clear outside.
These guys are gonna start pitting.
The leader's pitting now.
All right, someone's pitting. Kyle Petty and Hud Strickland, it looks like. Oh, the pit window is huge. Okay, Brabham is in front of me. It's Michael Waltrip, and then the white car is Brabham. So if he pits, I think I'll be back on the lead lap. These guys with new tires went by.
Clear.
All right, Brabham's coming in.
The leader's pitting now.
Okay, I should be back on the lead lap now. All right, now I need a caution. Giving up a lot of time on the track doing this, but it's the only way to like get back in the race here, so I'm going for it.
Clear inside, inside. Clear inside.
Need a caution. I think this is when I just throw my drink cup out the window. And then call my spotter and say there's debris on the track. I don't know if I'm going to get it. And if I pit right now, I don't think I can make it to the end, so. If I can just make one more stop, I may be able to make up spots by fuel mileage. But I need a caution. Come on, racing gods. Looks like I can go 5 more laps. Come on. Somebody wreck. The leader's about to catch me again, so. I've got either 4 laps or until the leader catches me to get a yellow. And I'm not getting it. And I've given up a lot of time doing this.
Fuel. As that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
All right, Bodine's the leader, and he's right behind me. need a yellow, like right now.
Car outside. Clear outside. Outside.
This is dangerous too.
Still there. Here comes the leader.
I know.
Clear outside. Outside.
Oh my gosh,
Clear
this
outside.
is dangerous. Alright, I gotta let him go.
Clear inside.
Alright, I gotta pit. Damn, if I had gotten a caution, I'd be back in business. Just been unlucky with the cautions so far in this race.
Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside. Limits 55. Keep it under 4,500.
Oh, there's a you. Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me.
In turn 1.
Should I just go through the pit? I'm just gonna go through.
In turn 2.
Well, it looks like a bunch of guys are wrecking, so that's good. Oh, I can't believe that. That's twice. If a caution would have just come out a lap earlier.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line.
Alright, I'll just pit under caution here.
We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
Alright, thanks. Oh man, that's just unlucky. Just twice I've been unlucky with the cautions. Well, hopefully a bunch of guys wrecked and knocked themselves out of the race so I can make some more positions. That's just a bummer. There's Jeff Gordon driving in the grass. He got damage. Wait, no it's not. I'm a lap down. It shouldn't be open. It should be open next time around. Man, that stinks. Well, at least I've gotten myself a lap in front of some guys. Hopefully some dudes are out. Hamilton's out. Okay, Jeff Gordon's out. He's not going to win the Brickyard 400. Looks like Mark Martin has some damage. Is that it? Just Jeff? Alright. So still 52 to go. Even if I get a full tank here, I don't think that's enough to make it to the end. Oh, what's Harry Gant doing here? Is that Harry Gant on the inside? Man, you know, if Jeff Bodine hadn't caught me, I would have kept staying out. But he had already caught me and put me that lap down, so then at that point, there's no point in trying to stay out and wait for a yellow. But if he hadn't caught me, I'd still be out there, and I would have gotten that yellow right when I needed it. It just came a lap too late.
Stay behind the 15 car.
Okay, looks like someone else is out up here. That's good
Limit
for me.
55. Keep it under 4,500. In seconds, pass the one car. The pace car.
Oh, Danny Sullivan has damage.
The pace cars in turn 1. The pace cars in the south chute. Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500. In seconds. The pace cars in turn 2.
Who's that? That's Mark Martin. I think he's stuck on pit road now.
The pace cars on the back straight. We'll give you 1 can of fuel.
I think he spawned on pit road while I was driving
you're clear of
through
pit lane. Stay behind
when the caution came
car.
out. All right, how's the fuel? Yeah, see, I'm just gonna be short. Everyone's gonna have to pit at least one more time. Okay, yeah, Mark Martin's out now. It's like Terry Labonte has some damage. I didn't see, but I mean, I was on pit road. I saw a bunch of smoke. Looked like quite a few guys got involved in it. Okay, Waltrip's out too. That's more spots. Okay, Jeff Bodine's out. That's another spot. Brett Bodine is now the leader. All right, that's 2, 3 spots. I'm gonna be in 30th. 1 lap down.
We're going green next time by. We're now on the lead lap. Get on the inside line. Stay
okay, now
the
they're
50
saying
car on the inside line.
Gosh, this is gonna be dangerous, but I think I'll be all right. I'll just, tires are cold. Car's not gonna turn. But it didn't get too loose last time. It was mostly just tight, like it just wouldn't turn on cold tires, so. I'd like to get in the outside and just let dudes go. So I'm gonna be going pretty slow here. And I don't want to get wrecked. I'm still in it. All right, just be careful. How's the tire temps? I don't think anyone is going to be too slow up here. I mean, Musgrave has damage, but it's not engine damage, so. Just be careful. Stay right on the white line.
Get ready now. Going green. The pace car's in. Green, green, green! Outside. Clear outside. Outside.
Oh, not turning, not turning.
Clear.
Okay. good right here. Little loose right there.
Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Inside.
Looks like Hensley's pretty slow. I don't want to get stuck behind him up here.
Still there.
I got damage from that? It's just a scrape.
Clear inside.
It was nothing. Alright, well it doesn't seem to have bothered the car. I'm not even going to repair it. Last time we repaired it, it didn't work as good. Still there. Clear. I wasn't really too wide there. We got both me and Helen got past Hensley before we even got close to the turn. Still wasn't too wide in the corner there. What lap was that? 116? I'll try to remember that and look at the replay.
Outside. Still there. Still there.
All right, who are spots? Burton, Purvis, and Foyt.
Clear.
Rusty,
Still
Todd
there.
Bodine,
You're up
Michael
top, 3
Waltrip.
wide, car inside.
I just
Clear.
hit the wall again. I think that one was a lot worse, but I'll be all right.
Outside. Clear.
Boy, these groups are tough to race in. Like, they just... I'm going to let these dudes go.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Oh, I see damage, or there was parts and pieces on the track there.
Inside. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Someone pitting? No.
Inside.
Just going slow.
Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
See, I'm faster than these guys, but trying to race in these packs is really difficult. And I wish they could just sort it out and I could go after Foyt, because he's a spot. Oh, Jeff Purvis and Wally Dallenbach going up into the wall almost. Oh God, this is hairy. All right, now Mayfield's all over the back of me. Oh, someone's blowing up. All right,
Still
Hut
there.
Strickland's out. Oh my God! Now Dallenbach
there.
and
Clear.
someone up, or Dallenbach and Foyt going up into the wall.
Clear outside. Outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside.
Just watch out for Dallenbach. He's taking everyone up into the wall. All right. All right, well, I got past Foyt there. All right, so Foyt was the spot. I got past him. Strickland blew his engine or something, so I think he's out. So now I'm racing Purvis and Ward Burton. And we should still have another pit stop coming up. Give it up, Dallenbach.
Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
Well, we're catching Purvis, so. Well, that was intense for a few laps. All right, that's a spot. And I'm coming up on Ward Burton. Oh, Dallenbach finally took took out someone. I think that was Rich
The yellow
Bickle.
flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Pit road is closed.
Man, that doesn't help me very much, though. Now we just got to do that all over again.
Okay, we're under caution. Stay behind the 16 car.
Well, I guess I'll pass Bickle. That'll be good. But that doesn't help me, like, get back on the lead lap. Or I think Bickle's probably out from that. Got turned head on into the wall. Hopefully Dallenbach's out from that. Hopefully some guys came around and hit him too. Knocked them out of the race also. Yeah, it looks like they came back on the track right there and hit the outside wall. Wonder if anyone nailed them. Coming out of the pits. All right, can I pit this time? Don't think so. It looks like all lead lap cars are pitting.
Pit road is now open. We can't pit this time by. We're not on the lead lap.
Thanks, spotter. Alright, how many laps to go? 30 laps to go. Now you got to do all of that all over again, and it was finally starting to sort itself out to where I could have passed Ward Burton. Oh, okay. Ward Burton passed the leader who was on pit road, so now they're technically tail end. And Rick Mass lost a lap. I guess he was just pitting. All right. Good, a lot of attrition. That's helpful. Down to 34 cars in the race. No one else though. Was Bickle out? No, Bickle's not out. So Bickle's still on the lead lap, he's just got damage. Same thing probably with Wally. Wally wrecked like 3 people in that run. What's up with that?
There's an accident in the pit.
Okay. Oh, Rick was probably
Keep
one
it
of the
under
guys
55.
that Wally
Keep
took
it
into
under
the wall.
4,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the front straight. You're too far forward. Back up.
Of course.
We'll give you a half can of fuel.
You can't have a race without doing that at least once.
The pace cars in turn 1.
Oh, they're repairing that damage. Let them do it.
The pace cars in the south chute. Go, go, go. Go, go, go! Limits 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. The pace cars in turn 2. The pace cars on the back straight. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 9 car.
Alright, so I'm only really racing 4 people at this point. Mast, Purvis, Burton, and Foyt. Mast is, looks like he's going to be the first car on the outside line. Foyt's right in front of me. Burton's 4 cars in front of me. And Purvis is 5 cars in front of me. And Harry Gant's pretty slow. So there'll be 25 cars in the outside line and 9 on the inside, and looks like I'll be last on the inside line.
We're now on the lead lap. Get on the inside line. Stay behind the 50 car on the inside line.
Yeah, there's Rich Bickle all torn up. Doesn't look like Wally has any damage. Alright, so I think in that last run I pretty much gave up all this track position anyway, and was still about to catch these dudes that are on the same lap as me. So I'm thinking I could let all these leaders go and still have time to catch like Foyt and stuff. Gosh, this is gonna be hairy again. Bunch of sketchy racing. The end of the Brickyard 400, 27 laps to go. Looks like the best I can do is 25th. Unless we get another wreck or more attrition. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Mostly I just want to get to the finish, that's for sure. Want to be running at the end.
Cars in. Green, green, green.
Alright, Todd Bodine's going to be fast. Car's cold tires. It's going to be hard to turn here. Hit the outside, let them get the bottom if they want it.
Car inside. Still there. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there.
Try not to let them take me 3 wide. Try not to hit the wall anymore. Someone just put some sparks on the wall up here.
Clear. Inside.
Alright, I'm letting them go. This is too sketchy.
You're up top, 3 wide, inside. Clear. Inside. You're up top, 3 wide, inside. You're up top, 3 wide, inside. Clear inside.
That's some sketchy stuff. I saw some sparks on the wall. Someone was hitting it. And they were going 3 wide right in front of me. Alright, some guys are pitting.
Car outside.
Those may end up being spots.
The leader's pitting now.
Just let them sort it out. If I can get back around before they come out, those will be positions. Ooh, Hensley and Kyle Petty got together a little bit.
Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there.
Mayfield was trying to go 3 wide in the middle there.
Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear.
Got a nice run there.
Still there. Clear outside.
More parts on the ground in turn 2. Alright, where's Foyt? Okay, Foyt and Warburton are right in front of me. I think I can definitely catch them. All right, 18 to go.
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. There's an accident in turn 2. We got trouble in the pit. You got a slow car down low. You got a slow car down low. Car inside. Clear. Car stopped down low. You got one stopped up ahead. We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. You got one stopped up ahead. Inside. You're smoking out there. You got one stopped up ahead. There's a spin on the back straight.
You gotta be kidding me. All right, hopefully we can fix it. If we can fix it, I'll pick up a bunch of spots here. I was trying to, it's hard when you're on the brakes to try and turn, the car will just spin out, so. You know, I don't want to go in and pit and have them say, that's it, it's over. So I kind of want to just keep going and see if I can make laps like this, like another lap or two, and then I'll pass all these guys. Ooh, grab them coming in hot.
Pit road is closed.
Just don't want the engine to blow. All right, let's go into third. All right, I'm gonna cruise around a little bit like this and try and make up as many spots as possible. And then under caution, I'll come in and pit once I've passed them all.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay behind the 07 car.
How fast am I going? Okay, I'm going faster than the pace car. So I'll catch up to him eventually. You know, that kind of wreck, I don't even mind that because it wasn't my fault. You know, that's racing. Them's the brakes right there. Get down to the end of the race. People are driving crazy. Wally Dallenbach's driving crazy. That's what happens. But I sometimes when you pit like this, the crew chief says, that's it, it's all over. And I don't want him to say that.
Now open. We can't pit this time by. We're not on the lead lap.
I don't want him to say that and not allow me to make some laps. So as long as I'm making some laps like this, I'll be passing these guys. Schrader, Burton, Nemechek, those are all spots now. All right. Boy, a lot of attrition. Maybe I can get a top 20.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the front straight.
Alright. If they can't fix it, at least let me go out and pace around like this. Looks like they're getting ready.
The pace cars in turn 1.
Alright, looks like we're still in it.
The pace cars in the south chute.
In that case, I don't want to lose a lap. Because I'd like to finish in front of Andretti, Hensley, Gant, and...
The pace cars in turn 2.
Yeah. Andretti, Hensley, and Gant.
The pace cars on the back straight.
Boy, what a mess. I think I'm headed for a top 20. Keep going, guys. Come on. Come on, come on.
The pace cars in turn 3.
Come on.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds. The pace cars in the north chute.
Alright, I'm still alive.
The pace cars in turn 4. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 71 car.
If we can get one more wreck like that, still in for a top 10. There's still a chance.
We're going green next time by. We're not on the lead lap. Get on the inside line. Stay behind the 07 car on the inside line.
Looks like I can basically floor it all the way around. All right, how many laps left? 13? Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother going up there. Just end up wrecking everyone. The leaders come around, I may just take the pit road, the entry road in the apron, just to stay out of everyone's way and not cause a wreck. If they make it all the way back. Actually, I think they're probably going to make it all the way back around to lap me. So, I don't know.
Get ready now. Going green. The pace car's in. Green, green, green!
Man, another caution would be perfect just to keep from losing that lap. Turn 1 is a tighter turn than turn 3. And turn 4 is a wider turn than turn 2. I can floor it through that end. Car's pretty tight right there though. More laps we got. 7. Oh, is Purvis pitting or something? Purvis is pitting. That's a spot. Maybe he blew up or something. He's going slow. Yeah, Purvis blew up. All right. Yeah, see these 3 guys that are 2 laps down, John Andretti, Hensley, and Gant. I don't want to lose those positions, but I can't really, I mean, if I stay on the track, I could could end up wrecking all the leaders, and I don't want to do that. I think what would Mike Chase do?
Just 5 more to go.
I think Mike Chase would probably get out of the way. I mean, I don't know how much further behind the leaders those guys are. They may be really far behind them. So I may be able to let the leaders go and still keep those spots. The car's not horrible in the turns. Only 3 to go.
Here comes the leader.
All right, is this going to be the white flag? Okay.
White flag. 1 more lap to go. Car inside. Clear inside.
Is that it?
There's the flag. It's over.
All right.
Bring it on home and let's get the heck out of here.
Oh, whatever, spotter. That was a great race. I enjoyed it. I got my top 20. I'll take it. Bill Elliott wins the inaugural Brickyard 400. Second place was Brett Bodine. And then Rudd, I think. Then Todd Bodine, Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace.
Limits 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
All right. Okay, I finished 19th. Look at all of that attrition. Only 22 finished the race. Jeff Gordon, where did he finish? 38th. And the winner is Bill Elliott, Brett Bodine, Ricky Rudd, Todd Bodine, Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, Lake Speed, Dale Earnhardt, Bobby Labonte, Ernie Irvin, Terry Labonte, Michael Waltrip, Jeremy Mayfield, Rich Bickle, who had all that damage. He stayed on the lead lap. Kyle Petty, Dave Marcus, Mast. He lost his lap on that restart. Brabham. I was right behind Brabham. There he is right there. He had a bunch of damage. I think he was in that last accident too. Andretti, Hensley, Gant, and then all the people out. Okay, let me export this. Say May 17th. Brickyard 400. All right, I want to take a look at a bunch of this. Let's see. How can I go back to the start? Oh, I guess I got to get my car spawned back in. Come on. There we go. What? Did I run out of... Oh, okay, that's practice. Okay, there we go. Back in the day, like 20 years ago, I remember my replays, they would only save like maybe 20, 30 minutes. Nowadays, you can save the whole thing, like hours worth. All right, this was the start, and the start was pretty tame at first. I mean, I was looking pretty good. I was just kind of staying out of the way. I like the spectator view. Yeah, I learned in practice, you got to give them a lot of room in turn 2 and turn 4. Yeah, but I'm looking good. Just trying to keep the car clean. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Who's that? John Andretti. Like, moved up right as... What's that? Right there. See, I thought he was going to go down, but then he was... Hut Strickland got under him, and so I almost ran into the back of him there. Let's see, and then the first incident was when I almost ran over Rick Mast. Let's see, I get by these guys. Okay, there I almost pass him. Was it right here? No. Okay, right here. Yeah, okay, so see, these guys are all bunched up, like right nose to tail. And when they're like that, it's like the accordion effect. And see, I was giving Mass plenty of room, but I wasn't expecting them to brake check that much. Let's see if I get a better view. Not really. Okay. So Mass just nails the brakes, and then I nail the brakes trying to avoid him. And I avoided him, then I hit the wall right there. And that didn't hurt the car that bad. I want to see the other side. How can I see the other side? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a little worse than I thought it was. So with the model, the car model, there's a damage where you just get scratches, and then there's the next step is damage where the sheet metal is caved in around the tire. I thought I just had scratches, but I actually had it caved in around the tire. So that was definitely more damage than I thought I had. But the car was still okay, and you know, like I passed everyone back, and I got back up to Rick Mast and passed him eventually. And then let's see, and then there was the first caution, and I got it repaired. And when I got it repaired, that's when, okay. Yeah, see, okay, it's like totally repaired there. Okay, that's how it looked when I came in. And then you could see like the sheet metal's getting pulled out. Yeah, it's perfect. Back to normal. But the car just didn't run as well in this next run. All right, so we go green. And eventually I catch up to AJ Foyt and almost run into the back of him. Going into turn one, I think. God, these camera angles aren't very good. This is going to take forever. I need to come up with a way of keeping track what laps I want to look at in the replay. Okay, there it was. But I can't remember. Okay, same thing here. The exact same thing. You got 5 cars and they're all nose to tail. And by the way, there's John Andretti's damage he had just the scratches. So the 5 cars all nose to tail. Yeah, that doesn't really show it well. Neither does that. And so the accordion effect happens, and then the 50 just slams on the brakes. And this is what happens at the Atlanta 97 track, and why I prefer the default track, unfortunately. Yeah, so they all just slam on the brakes, and it's like, you can't react. So, you know, in truth, like, I figured this is what was happening, the accordion effect. And later in the race, when I couldn't see what was going on in front of the guy in front of me, then I would pull out a little bit just to see, are they all stacked up like this? And if they're all stacked up like that, then I didn't want to be in line with the guy. So I guess I got safer with it as the race went on. But even there, like, I didn't even get damage from that. All right, so then, let's see, then it all started going a little haywire, a little past halfway, I think. All right, we're still green there. Yeah, so here, my car is fine, but I'm struggling for 35th place. That's why I was thinking that the draft, I think, may be so, like, effective that if you're back here in 30 something, then that's about as fast as you go. You just go as fast as the other guys in 30 something. Whereas if I was in 10th, I would have been going as fast as those guys. That's how it was in my practice races anyway. All right, so okay, so this is where, yeah, this is where Brett Bodine just got past me. And that's where I lost my lap. Because he had just passed me. And I went on pit road. And then the caution came out or something like that. Let's see if I could see what the incident was. Nope, that's my skid mark from... I only see my own skid marks. I heard in iRacing there's a an incident button where you can just kind of like scroll through the incidents. I don't think we have that in this game. If we do, I don't know how to do it. Alright, who knows? There was some incident, a smaller one. Oh yeah, I was gonna pit, and then the spotter said I couldn't. Oh yeah, and so here, this is where, even though I was a lap down, they didn't let us get on the inside line. Which, I mean, I don't think this is what happened, but I was watching a race from 92, I think, at Martinsville, and someone spun on like lap 2 and lost a lap. And then they wanted to get up on the inside of the leader, and NASCAR wouldn't let them because they said that they have to start lapping traffic before that rule goes into effect. So, I mean, this is lap 65. They would have started lapping by then, so... Yeah, I don't know. I think that was just a glitch with the game. Okay, I think this was when I had a little better tires, so I started making my way through these guys. I kept it pretty clean through here. All right, people are starting to pit there. Yeah. I'd like to see what this incident was. Was it just Jeff Bodine blowing up? No, he's first in line there. He blew up on the pace lap. Or undercut. Wait, lap 0. Oh, we're on the pace car, that's why. Okay, that's okay. This is when I was just a lap too late. I was trying to stay out so I could get my lap back, but then I got passed by Jeff Bodine and Brett Bodine, and yeah, right there. And so then I was like, all right, I got to pit. So I come into pit, and that's when there's a wreck, and the caution comes out. Yeah, Rusty and Jeff Gordon right there, just on the straightaway. What happened there? Oh, you know what? I think I inadvertently caused this in a sense. Because I'm slowing down, so Jeff is slowing down. So he's trying to miss me. But then he's going slow, and Rusty is coming with a full head of steam. I mean, it's AI doing AI stuff. Oh, and then Danny Sullivan just nails him. But it looks like Jeff's okay. But he still got knocked out of the race right there. All right, let's see that again. Let's see it from Danny Sullivan. Yeah, Sullivan just has nowhere to go. He hits Jeff Gordon. Darrell Waltrip gets knocked out right there, it looks like. Oh, and then Mark Martin just runs right into the back of Darrell Waltrip here. For no reason. What is he doing? Oh, he just barely hit Sullivan, and then he just runs into the back of Darrell Waltrip and knocks himself out of the race. Let's see, did anyone else get involved in it up here? No, it looks like everyone got around then. Yeah, and I saw it happening while I was on pit road, so then I just went through. Okay, so the next restart was just mayhem. Alright, so here I'm on the inside line right here. We go green. Taking it easy. Cold tires. Letting some people go on the outside here. Looks like I have a spot to slot in right there. Looking pretty clean so far. Looks like Davey was trying to go 3 wide there. And the car looks perfect. I mean, there's no damage on it. See, and this is a super dangerous situation because now Hensley was slowing us up, and so now I'm packed in. And I don't like being packed in where there's dudes lined up on my bumper like this. And then I'm basically like on this guy's bumper. And so I think I would probably let off a little bit. Yeah, see, I let off a little bit just to try and give me a buffer here. Because I know you don't want to be right on his bumper like that. So I kind of let off, trying to give myself some space. And then right here in one of my practice races, this car jumped to the outside and hit me in my right rear tire and wrecked me. So I was worried about that happening, but I don't know, in that moment it's like just trying to survive because I know it's a mess. See, all the cars are all stacked up right here. We're looking pretty good though. Okay, I start letting some people go. Letting Bobby Hillen go. At some point, though, I think this is when Wally Dallenbach started wrecking everyone. I mean, it looks pretty smooth right there. Oh, yeah, I remember saying I wanted to look at that. So, yeah, I guess I was 3 wide here when... I mean, we were both so much faster than Hensley. I figured that we'd get past him, and then I would move kind of hilling out into the outside line. So that worked out fine. It wasn't really like I was taking him 3 wide. It's just 3 wide on the straightaway. It was a nice move getting by both of those guys. Yeah, so then I'm letting people go. And somewhere in here, okay, there's Dallenbach. And then Dallenbach decides he's just going to start wrecking everyone. Okay, that was pretty tight right there. Yeah, and then right here, these little black specks is like pieces of cars. So when cars hit each other, they leave these little black specks on the road. So when I was going through here, I could see them, and I'm like, okay, people are getting together up ahead. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them there. All these pieces. There's a big piece right there. So someone's making contact with someone up here. Yeah, and these guys are 3 wide. Okay, it was Bodine and Ward Burton. Bodine just runs into the side of him. That's where Ward Burton got damage. Rick Mastat now has damage, so he got into somebody or someone got into him. Ted Musgrave is already damaged. Alright, so everything's looking fairly clean again. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. Oh, they're all stacking up and doing the accordion thingy. And somewhere in here, Wally starts wrecking people. See, look how tightly packed they are right here. I mean, that's just a nightmare right there. I mean, that's going to be really hard to avoid if you're sitting behind Jeff Burton, especially if you're behind Jeff Burton and then you got guys stacked up behind you. It's virtually impossible to get out of that situation without hitting somebody. So in these kinds of situations, you basically just have to try and put yourself in a position where you're not ending up like that. Like by just letting your foot off the gas a little bit on the straightaway, getting a buffer here and there, that kind of thing. Okay, here's where Wally almost wrecks the first guy. Jeff Purvis knocks him out of the groove. And here's me right here just going, oh shoot, watch out. People are wrecking. Yeah, and they're going 3 wide and I'm sitting here just like, oh man, keep me out of this. So then Wally keeps going. Okay, then Hud Strickland blows up right in front of all of us. Yeah, then Wally takes AJ Foyt into the wall. Oh, okay, they stayed off the wall, but gave AJ Foyt a bunch of damage. Oh, it looks like maybe AJ hit it there. So I wasn't the only one who hit AJ. I mean, if Wally just like waits a second, he's gonna run out of people to wreck. But he just can't help himself. So eventually we catch up to Rich Bickle, I think, and then he wrecks Rich Bickle. I'm trying to get past him. Ain't happening though. Okay, here we catch up to these guys. I think right in here. Is it right here? Wally gets up into Rich Bickle right there and then wrecks him and keeps going. Oh, oh man. Rich Bickle almost bounced off the wall and came right back up into him. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen. Bickle nails the wall there. And then right in front of Wally, but misses him. So Bickle wasn't even that damaged from that. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, so that was a hairy, like, 30 laps right there. I survived it. Pit, come out. Now we got to do it all over again. And I think this is the one where at some point I just am like, screw it, just let everyone go. Yeah, because, see, Joe Nemechek right here was making me nervous, like he was going to try and get in the middle 3 wide. And so I think right here is when I bounce off the wall. Nope, not right there. It was somewhere else. See, right there, I'm nervous, so I'm trying to stay in front of him, because if you stay in front of him, he won't do that. So I'm trying to just hold the car down low enough to where he doesn't like, the AI doesn't think to, oh, I can go 3 wide here. so I prevent it right there. Okay, and right there, that's where I just say, screw it, I'm letting them all go. Because he was just making me nervous. And then, was it here I hit the wall? No, I guess not. Oh, look at Terry slide under Kyle Petty. Okay, and then I felt much safer right there. It's like, the heck with this, just let him go. In hindsight, that may not have been a smart idea because then this huge wreck happens off turn 2. Oh, right there. Yeah. This scared me because right here I'm thinking we're 3 in the low line, 3 in the high line. But Jeremy Mayfield starts thinking, oh, I'll go 3 wide here, and then forces me into a 3 wide situation that I don't want to be in. Right here. See, all of a sudden now I'm 3 wide, and I don't like being in that situation. And so I almost got into Jeremy because I wasn't expecting him to be that low. See, I'm already back on the gas. And then when I see him not moving up where he should be, then I get out of the throttle again right there and kind of breathe it a little bit so I can get lower. That had me worried for a second there. There was more pieces on the ground. Alright, and the big wreck is right in here. Okay, there I passed Ward Burton. Right here, okay. Oh, and of all people, I hit Wally. Wonder if he started it. Oh, so... Hold on a second here. Sterling Marlin. Okay, so Sterling Marlin blew up here. And then people just start piling in. He blows up right there. Brett Bodine hits him and pushes him in front of Morgan Shepherd. And then Morgan Shepherd and Ken Schrader go into the wall. Morgan Shepherd's still spinning, and then people just start piling in. Yeah, and it's just a melee back here. Let's see. Yeah, see, he pushes Marlin into Morgan Shepherd. And then it looks like Sterling kind of gets going. But then Shepherd is up here. And they start wrecking right here. So Shepherd gets hit again by Ken Schrader. And then Jeff Burton is stuck there. He gets annihilated. Okay, so Marlin wasn't done. Someone ran into him. Maybe Bobby Hillen? No, it was Wally. Wally Dallenbach slams into Marlin. Marlin then bounces off and slams into, who was that, Bobby Hillen. And then me and Ward Burton comes along and hits Marlin. And I've got the brakes all locked up and wasn't much I could do. But look at, did AJ Foyt get through this whole thing? Oh, he almost got through it, and then he hit Jimmy Spencer. Man, he was almost all the way through. And then right here, just gets a piece of Jimmy Spencer. And then me, yeah, see, I was basically just trying to stop. And you can't hit the brake too much or it just turns the car to the left and you start spinning. Let's see from my perspective here. Yeah. And I mean, from my perspective, I'm seeing Marlin down here. So going low just doesn't look good. Look, I mean, there's 3 cars basically blocking the track right here. There's nowhere to go. And so I was basically just trying to stop and minimize damage at that point. And I guess I did good enough because the car kept running. Let's see, how fast was I going when I hit him? Yeah, I got it all the way down to about, oops, to about 80, I think. Yeah, I hit the wall at about 75. And then I bounce off and I hit Wally going about 65. And then it was just making laps to get to the finish. And that was pretty much it. A lot going on in that race. It was a great race, though. I finished 19th out of 43, so I finished in the top half. Jeff Gordon loses 37 positions. Bill Elliott wins the inaugural Brickyard 400. All right, I want to take a look at one other thing. See the real race here. Jeff Gordon won it, obviously. Brett Bodine, Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott finished 3rd. Rusty Wallace, Earnhardt, Waltrip, Schrader, Waltrip, Bodine, and Shepard. And I think Dale Earnhardt may have won it or at least been challenging for the lead had he not smacked the wall in turn 4 on the first lap. I think his car just wasn't quite right after that. And then, yeah, and then Jeff Bodine, after he got spun by his brother. And they had 36 finishing or running at the end. My man Jimmy Spencer bringing up the rear. There's Mike Chase. He finished 42nd. Started 43rd, finished 42nd. Still won almost 22 grand in that one race. Jeff Brabham finished 38th. Yeah, he was in a wreck with Dave Marcus. But it looks like he was able to, yeah, I think he was in the wreck with Dave Marcus, but was able to keep going for a little bit. Dale Jarrett got knocked out when Jeff Bodine got spun by Brett Bodine. Yeah, Mark Martin had a clutch problem. And Ernie Irvin was looking like he was going to win it with like 10 to go and then had a tire go down and had to come into the pits. But he was in the lead with like 10 to go. It was a great race. probably the most hyped race of all, at least in NASCAR. Um, they were hyping this race for, I mean, the speculation started, I think, in the early 90s when they started doing tire tests at Indy. And then and I watched the Winston 500 from 92, and they had a little segment where they were going around to the drivers asking them, like, hey, would you like to run at Indy, or what would it be like to run at Indy, that kind of thing. So they were already speculating in 92 that it was going to happen. And Davey Allison said, I think it would add a lot of class to the circuit, which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah. And there's AJ Foyt. He finished 30th. Danny Sullivan 33rd. And look at all of these guys who tried to qualify and didn't qualify. And there's even this car withdrew with no driver. 86 cars tried to get in this race. That's pretty crazy. And Mike Chase snuck in there in that last provisional spot. All right. Well, if anyone ever watches this, I'm sure you probably stopped watching when it took me an hour to look through replays. But if anyone actually watched this, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. I was hoping, if I kept the car clean, I could finish in the top 10. But even back where I was, I mean, that was some ridiculous racing, especially after that one restart when Wally was wrecking everybody. So it was a very eventful second half for sure. I had a lot of fun with it. And I'm thinking of doing more just one-off races like this where I try to get the exact car set and everything and make it like race accurate. So, yeah, if anyone watches, I appreciate it. That's it for this one.